the top.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of Concho Sports Network High School Soccer. The San Angelo Central Bobcats tonight take on the Midland Lee Rebels here in San Angelo, and it's going to be a good one. Tonight's broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Thanks to them and all of our sponsors who make this possible on Concho Sports Network's live stream. The teams are out on the field, and we're just about ready to go. I'm Darren Prater. J.D. Raggio is here, man. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, Darren, we got another good one today on another windy day here in San Angelo. It seems like every time we're out here, it's pretty windy.
It is very windy. It was windy last week for the girls' game, and even more so tonight. Trying to see, it's should be blowing from left to right from the vantage point of the field.
Yeah, at least it's not like 40 degrees like it was last time we were out here. It's a nice 68, I believe, currently.
I won't have to run to my truck for my jacket at halftime. And we are underway. San Angelo Central, the Bobcats against the Rebels of Midland Lee. The Bobcats won the first meeting between these two teams in district play by a score of 2-0. Ball down on the Lee side of the field, and now kicked back. And good body control by the Bobcats to get the ball back down toward Lee's goal. And the keeper will run it down that time. Just underway here at Old Bobcat Stadium, San Angelo. Some clouds in the sky and wind. Ball high in the air. There's a header from one of the Bobcats. And Midland Lee will get one of their own to send it back down San Angelo Central's way. Now the Lee Rebels in a position to where they can make something happen, but that is not the case.
A really great opportunity there early on, really finding it down that left wing, and then cross into the box just a little too close to the goalie again. And as an easy catch, I believe. That's Jacob Little, the junior keeper in there for Central. This is our last home game of the season. Heard them sort of break that out when they were in there breaking out their huddle. And they're kind of like, we got to win this one. It's the last home game for some of these guys.
So I guess you say this is senior night. Last time for some of these guys to play here. Plenty of time for the Bobcats to get it back to Little, who will kick it safely away. Doesn't get it too far, though.
Yeah, that might not be the best idea going
into the wind.
That really strong wind to kick it super high. Those are going to be looked to drive a little bit further towards the ground, but out of the way of some legs, or they will just sort of carry and sit like they just did.
Coach Tony Vu and the Central Bobcats, 4-2-4 in district play this year. They sit at third in this district right now. Rebels in the white uniforms for Midland Lee with the black numerals. Orange, blue, and white jerseys and white shorts for the Bobcats. Tristan Tapia, the junior midfielder, trying ball control and doing a good job of it down the sideline. Tapia disrupted by a defender, and it will go out of bounds.
Looks early on like this Midland Lee team is going to be in a 4-2-3-1. So they're going to have 4 defenders, 2 holding midfielders, and then 3 almost attacking midfielders. The outside 2 can also function sort of as wings, then just 1 central striker up top.
Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. See the sun poking through the clouds right at us. 36-35 to go in the first half, just underway here in San Angelo. Second meeting between these two teams. Bobcats won the first one.
And Central for them, lining up in the 4-3-3, it looks like they're going to have 2 attacking midfielders and only 1 holding midfielder. So definitely an attack-minded team for them. Remember last time out when we were watching the Central Lady Cats, they had a really nice press pretty much the entire game. And I'm going to be looking to see if the Central Bobcats, the boys here, are going to implement that same kind of thing, or if we're going to see more of a possession versus possession game here. Because last time these two teams played, it was really close, 2-1.
The last, yes. And last week, the Lady Cats more defensive-minded team with the 4-3-3. Maybe a little more offensive for the Bobcats. And here's a little breakaway from Midland Lee. He wants to get in a one-on-one situation. 2 Bobcat defenders are on him. And now the Bobcats get the ball back. That was Riley Wallace, the senior, who got the ball away from him first. And one ball came our way. Back into play. Lee Rebels trying to put it in the middle of the field, and now the Bobcats will take it the other direction. And out of bounds. Bobcats will get the free throw in.
Yeah, early on you can sort of tell both teams sort of just trying to settle themselves into this game. Both teams have had somewhat of chances going towards the goal, but nothing too concrete yet. Defenses are still pretty stout, and the offenses are still trying to find where the gaps are in both of these formations.
Good job by the Midland Lee defense to get the ball away, but now Central goes right back down the field. That was Morgan McDonald going down the sideline. McDonald, the senior defender, doing a good job on offense that time.
Looks like we do have 2 captains out there for Midland Lee. Number 2, Tyler
Villalva.
And number 22, Jacob Maltos. And then the captain for Central today is number 4, the senior Tristan Hill, who's in the midfield right now.
Good footwork by the Bobcats, but Lee will get it back. Jacob Maltos pitches to his, throws to his left side, kicks to his left side. Now the ball goes all the way back the other way. You know, it's just when you think one person has the ball, like 4 other people have got the ball by the time you say their name.
Yeah, Riley Wallace had a nice pass from the midfield and from the Central side of the pitch right there, all the way looking forward to spring one of those forwards up there. Splitting the defense, but a good job by Villalva to get back.
High kick going deep. Bobcats bringing it down. They've been in some positions where they could conceivably score. Nothing yet, though. And their season so far, the losses, has just been missed opportunities. They've put themselves in position to win games or tie games, and it just hasn't clicked. Yeah, but they've improved a lot, though.
They do definitely like to score as well. 40 points for in the 20 games that they've played, and 25 against. So in all of their games, they're averaging at least 2 goals and averaging at least giving up 1 themselves. So they do like to put some numbers up on that scoreboard.
And here they attempt to do just that. It was Morgan McDonald with the ball stolen from him, and he ends up on the ground. Nathan Robles, the defender, one of the defenders for Midland Lee. McDonald walking a little gingerly as he gets up.
I believe is that McDonald, or is it 17 Caudle, I believe?
It may be Caudle. Let's see.
Yeah, so this is going to be the first real opportunity in a scoring position here.
Okay.
It's kind of nice to have those football lines out there, because you could say it's about 28 yards out, because that goal is at the back of the end zone, so you add that additional 10.
Okay, so Caudle with the free kick runs right into Midland Lee defenders, but then on a second effort, it gets to the goalkeeper, and he will safely bring it in and get it out of harm's way. Gabriel Juarez scooped it up before it went in.
Just like that, we're back in action, and it's a nice ball out. Yeah, this is a fast-paced one out there. Christian Vaughn with it.
Christian Vaughn wants to do it all on his own, and he tries it, goes out of bounds.
Didn't get the right spin he was looking for, I guess you could say. That one sort of tailed off to the right instead of the left. And here you see the replay of Caudle's free kick. First one hit the wall, and then the second one sort of the wall jumped and it went right underneath everyone all the way through to the keeper.
Almost one of those surprise things, which happens in this sport a lot. It doesn't seem like anything's going to happen, then in a split second, there's a score, and you're scratching your head like, where did that come from?
Yeah, we talked about it a lot, that the defense can never tune out. They can never turn their attention off for even a split second, because that next thing you know, if that happens, then you got someone in behind you, and next thing you know, a ball's coming over the top, and you're looking at a one-on-one with your goalie, and you never want to see that kind of thing.
Friendship. San Angelo Central 2 and 3. Odessa at 4 in this district.
And then Midland, how about that team? Undefeated.
Yeah.
10-0-4, 7-0-3 in district. Very impressive season so far from that Midland team.
Yeah, I don't know why I knew that, but I was looking to see where their name was on my little thing on Max Preps here. I didn't see it. Oh, now the wind comes our way.
Looks like we do have a substitution for both teams. Number 5, Sebastian Espinosa coming into the game. Riley Wallace will exit.
Sebastian, a junior, forward and midfielder, depending on where they want to put him in the formation. Header attempt by McDonald missed, and now the Lee Rebels will clear it right around midfield, though. Miles Harvey sends it back in the direction of Lee's side of the field.
It looked like number 6, the junior defender, David Merzaldi, looked like he wanted to come in and take a shot at that one, but didn't want to get that high kick called on him, so he went ahead and pulled off.
Now here's an opportunity.
A little miscommunication there from Lee, as the goalie and the defender both going for it at the same time.
Right. Let's see who cleared that out of harm's way. Jacob Maltos got the big foot on it.
And we got some speed going back on the defense. Gustavo Mesias for Midland Lee is running the other way, but easily got tracked down by 2 of the defenders for Central, and then that one easily out by Jacob Little, the goalie, and we're already back on the Central side of things.
Such a fast-paced sport. Offense and defense, like you were saying about defense, offense too, you really can't take any kind of break. It doesn't stop. Deep kick and a good body hit as one of the Central players loses his footing. That's Jordan Garcia, the senior forward.
I believe Garcia is about to check into the game right now. I think that's Caudle again. That was up there. He's had some nice body control so far this game. It'll be interesting to see who Garcia does come in for, though.
Jordan Garcia, senior. Have quite a few seniors on this team. Coach Tony Vu walks the sidelines. Mask on.
Looks like the junior forward, Eric Rodriguez, will make way for his senior counterpart.
Also want to thank Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, Best Tex, and Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Thank you all very much for making this possible. Live streamed on Concho Sports Network.
And we do apologize. We had a couple technical difficulties, but nothing that our great producer, Shay Harris, can't take care of, and we're right back on. Just a quick catch-up of sort of what's happened in the first almost 20 minutes is that both teams have had a couple of chances, still looking to break this game open. We had a corner by Lee just a couple of minutes ago. And then right now, probably Central's best opportunity is, I thought that foul was going to be just outside the box, but it looks like they did call a penalty there on Lee. So it will be Tristan Hill, the senior, taking this one for Central.
No score here with just over 22 minutes to go in the first half. On a windy and partly cloudy evening here in San Angelo at Old Cat Stadium. The San Angelo Sports Complex, or Old Bobcat Field.
I think the ref is just telling the goalie to make sure to stay on that line. The goalie does have to stay on that line. If he comes forward too much, it's actually goalie encroachment.
Really?
And then they can have the opportunity to retake it. So he does have to, on his jump, so his feet have to take off from at least touching that line.
It's always a tense moment for the goalie in this situation. Here's the kick, and it's in there! It's in there! There's a score. It's 1-0. Central Bobcats take the first lead of the ball game.
And you love to see just that amount of calmness in your captain, Tristan Hill, the senior. Just a great job stepping up there. It almost felt like that one was going in before he even kicked it. And he just waited for the goalie to make a move, and then he just put it opposite him.
Tristan Hill opens up the scoring for the Bobcats. And yeah, he just was very methodical about the kick. And the keeper could do nothing but look on in disgust.
Head coach Chris Bryant also saying that the call leading up to the penalty was a weak one. We didn't quite see it. We were still trying to get everything resettled and re-up over here, but we did join, and what a crucial moment to join at the first opening goal of the game.
Rebels 2-6-2 in district. They're 5-7-4 overall. Chris Bryant, the head coach. Luis Camacho, assistant head coach for these Lee Rebels, wearing white with black numerals tonight against the orange, blue, and white of the Central Bobcats. Fight for the ball and an out of bounds.
I think another foul was actually called. I believe it was on Lee again. Maybe just a little bit too much contact there, trying to get that ball back.
We've had at least twice as many fouls as we had in the girls' game last week. I think there was, what, one? Maybe two?
Yeah, it's definitely more of an open play style game, but I think that our referee here today is just trying to make sure that she establishes control of this game so that things don't get out of hand at any point in time. Dangerous back pass there. Central's sort of playing with fire here.
Midland High leads this district. They have a bit of a winning streak going. They're 10-0-4 overall. District 7-0-3. Very good team. Followed by Friendship at 2, San Angelo Central. The Bobcats are at 3, Odessa and Odessa Permian 4 and 5. Then Midland Lee right down there, but not the cellar dweller. That would be the Abilene Eagles.
Looks like we got a little bit of a ball placement match going on here between Filava and some of the Central players. He wants to get it back and play quickly, and they don't quite agree.
That was a good header to clear it out of the goal area. Sebastian Espinoza, the junior, got the header on the kick in. Good heads up, literally defensive play for the Bobcats. Riley Wallace, senior midfielder, down for a second. Now he's regained his footing. Coach Vu giving him instructions, and verbal communication is real important in this game.
I say Riley couldn't even hear Coach Vu, and they were pretty close together, probably between the mask and then the wind just going so far, probably taking most of that.
That's
the
true.
Opposite direction.
And verbal communication being disrupted in soccer is not good between players and coaches and players and other players. Bobcats on the attack. They lead this thing 1-0.
A good switch of play by Christian Vaughn getting it over there. Looks like the senior Tristan Hill's playing out there on that right side right now.
Jacob Maltos for Midland Lee kicks it out of bounds. Now we put it back into play. Lee kicks it not quite to midfield, and the Bobcats have it. There's the pass to the left, looking for McDonald, and it didn't quite get to him. It'll go out of bounds.
So I think McDonald just went for sort of a shot there, and it was ricocheted off Lee, and so Central will retain possession. Oh, you're right. That was Harvey with that shot. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a pass or a goal attempt. They're going to try something right here.
Oh, some fancy
And the keeper stops it.
That was Dylan Caudle.
Yeah.
Fancy footwork in there.
Good one for the senior, and kudos to Gabriel Juarez for being in front of it and stopping it.
Say you could even see that ball with that little bit of curve. Unfortunately, it wasn't upper 90, as they say, right in the corner. It was more right towards the goalie, but still a nice little shot there.
And Juarez was where he needed to be for the Rebs.
And just constant pressure from Midland Lee up top. Gustavo Macias is just making sure that these Central defenders are on their toes every single time.
Foot race, Christian Vaughn gets the ball. He has a one-on-one situation in front of the goal, and he couldn't get it to Morgan McDonald. Lee gets in between, and now they have command of the ball for just a second anyway. Now they go on the offensive as they head toward midfield. Tyler Villalva brought it down. Now Jaden Johnson in double coverage and out of bounds. Well, the sun has ducked back behind the clouds, making it just a little cooler here tonight.
70 degrees, so it's already actually dropped 2 degrees since we started. And 2 degrees, 2 subs for Central, as we say that. Number 7 and number 8, Nathan Robles and Brandon Villagomez coming into the game for Central. Looks like Espinosa and then Riley Wallace are going to take a seat.
Give them a little bit of a breather. Yeah, it gets just a bit cooler with the sun ducking. Flag still flying like the wind is left to right from what everybody watching is seeing on the field.
A long throw, a nice header on, and pretty good opportunity there for Jaden Johnson right there. The ball sort of just fell to him through all that traffic, and he got a pretty powerful shot, but I'm pretty sure he kicked it, and it's across the street now. So wasn't able to get, or he got 2 under the ball, I guess you would say.
I hope we brought plenty of balls tonight, because that's 2 that have gone out of the stadium. That's the way I played tennis, by the way. I hit it once and it goes flying over the fence. And there's a whistle. We have a player go down temporarily for Lee, Alexis Guevara.
I think it's 16 Mario Lopez committing the foul there, and another free kick here for Lee. They've taken a lot of free kicks pretty quickly. Looks like this one, they're sending the defenders forward, looking to set something up.
So for a foul to get a free kick, what are there certain type of fouls that get free kicks, or is it?
So it really depends. Pretty much all of the fouls that happen in the play of a game can constitute free kicks. It's just you can take free kicks a lot of different ways. So if there's a foul and it's sort of within the play and the team that got fouled keeps possession, they'll play what's called the advantage so that that team can keep going with that offensive move that they're going for. And so that's one of the ways. Another foul, like just any type of foul, will constitute a free kick, but they can also take it quickly. So like Midland Lee's taken a lot of their free kicks quickly, so they don't set them all up like that. They just sort of put their hand on the ball, which like shows that they're placing it down, and then they can kick it into play as soon as the referee sees that they're wanting to take it quickly like that.
Okay. Very good explanation. I'm glad to have your tutelage here. and some folks watching as well. Well, we try to learn as much as we can about a great sport. And it is constant action.
Yeah, nice ball up that left side, but with the wind going so fast and carrying that ball so much, it's almost like you have to put a little bit less on the passes going from left to right. And as for Central, you can almost overhit passes, and this wind will take them right back to where you want them to go. So definitely weather's going to be an element here tonight.
It's blowing our papers all over. Almost blew your toast cheese peanut butter crackers too, man.
Going everywhere.
And of course, when you're kicking a ball into the air, it can lead to some frustration. Central is going into the wind. There's one that had a chance.
Really good opportunity
when you're kicking
there
the ball into the air, it can lead to some frustration.
Gets all the way into the forward. I believe that is Dylan Caudle again up there, the senior, with a bunch of opportunities today. Oh no, I think Caudle was subbed out for Garcia. Yeah, so that's the senior as well, though. Jordan Garcia with that opportunity.
Christian Vaughn comes out as Gabriel Juarez, the keeper, with the kick. Header doesn't stop the ball. And one of the Lee players, as the whistle blows, he will go down.
And Dalen Valdez, number 20 for Central, was the one checking in.
Gustavo Macias went down. One-on-one, that's some good ball handling. Good trickery from DeJounte Davis.
Really nice move there, McDonald, to keep that ball. No pressing, looking for the cross here.
Senior Morgan McDonald goes for the cross, and it goes over, and it's going to go not quite out of bounds. There's a well, a scoring attempt, and it was kicked back the other direction by a very tall player by the name of Gunnar Mead.
And just like that, we can't rest on that, talk about it too much, because we're going the other way with Lee. They got sort of a 4-on-3 over here.
Yes, they do, and here's their best attempt yet.
And they put it in?
Well, it was DeJounte Davis tried it first, but it went to the other side of the goal, and somebody got it.
Yeah, I believe that was number 11, Gustavo Macias, and I don't see an offsides flag. That's what all the Central defenders were sort of looking. That's why I stood up over here, because...
Yeah, they were kind of celebrating like, it's not going to count, but I guess it is. According to the scoreboard, it is.
Yeah, it looked like all 4 of the defenders back there sort of baffled by the fact that it wasn't called offsides. We'll see it right here, because here comes the shot.
That's from Davis.
And it did... We would have to see it from that angle. It did look pretty tight there, but now we got a 1-1 ball game here, all tied up again. And that comes off McDonald that had just hit the crossbar on the other side with a great chance for Central. And then quickly the other way, and a nice 1-2 by DeJounte Davis. And then, like you said, Gustavo putting that one away.
DeJounte Davis handles the ball very well.
Except right there when he almost slipped on it. But
he's very good at getting around defenders, and he had a great chance to score and didn't, but
put away the assist. I'm sure he's counting that one on his assist tallies.
True. Like I say, anything can happen in this sport quickly.
Yeah, nice cross there, back post again. Probably put a little... when you usually kick that one, it's probably more in the spot that he wanted it, but since this wind is still going so strong left to right, probably carried it just a little bit too far to that back post. But these San Angelo Central defenders, they can't keep thinking about that call that went against them, or that they think went against them, the offsides. They sort of just got to keep playing because it's 1-1 now, and there's nothing that's going to change that.
11 minutes and counting to go in the first half. San Angelo Central 1, Midland Lee 1. Central won 2-1 in the first meeting between these two. Whole new ball game right now.
Macias is still just keeping... He's like a pest for those defenders. Every time that Lee gets the ball, they'll kick it up, and he's the only one down there, and he's just doing a great job of keeping them. He was a little too aggressive on that one, got called for the foul there.
DeJounte Davis stands right near the 30-yard line. You got to keep an eye on him. He's fast. He has good footwork. And he can set up somebody else to score very easily. Back and forth we go. Jordan Garcia had it for a second. Now the whistle blows. I believe it was a Lee assistant that said, don't give him the ball back. Easier said than done. Trying to hear what one of the coaches is saying as a player is injured and coming off the field.
Yeah, so it looked like Coach Bryant was just a little upset because they allowed that play to keep going on when it looked like the goal scorer, Macias, was injured behind the play. And he was upset at the referee that they were continuing the play. And pretty much what he's saying is that he wanted Central to play it out, because typically that's the thing that you do in soccer. If there's an injury, you play it out of bounds, then the other team sort of just throws it back to you, and you guys set up, shake hands pretty much, and you say, start playing again. But that didn't happen. And he started a verbal altercation, I guess you would say, with the referee. And
yes,
she stopped the play herself and gave him a final warning. She said, next time you say anything to me or yell at me, pretty much, it's a card for you, because coaches can also get yellow cards.
So
and here we're seeing it's called a drop ball, so they're kicking it back over to Central, and Central will retain possession and start with it.
Yeah, he gave the referee the old what for.
Yeah, and since Central was in possession when the stoppage was called, that's why it was kicked back to them. And sort of it goes all the way back to the defense just so both teams can reset up.
So what if he were to have gotten a yellow card right there, what happens if he gets another one?
So if the coach, just like all the players, if the coach does get 2 yellow cards, it's a red, and then he would have to leave the sideline. Look like him and Coach Vu were just having a quick word over there.
Well, at least he explained how things should be. Now everybody's on the same page. Ball back into play. There's a header from one of the Bobcats, and it is answered by one from Alan Martinez from Midland Lee.
And see, so they don't set all the way up on the free kick there. They kind of took that one quickly.
Oh.
The ref saw where the ball was placed. That's where they're going to kick it from, and they can take that sort of whenever they want to. And they saw an opening, Central did, and they took the opportunity.
Pass to the right from McDonald. Now a pass inside. Some good passing. And now one to the left, and here's a scoring opportunity. And it's going to be thwarted by Gabriel Juarez.
And I believe that's 17 Dylan Caudle again with another opportunity. And not the best header right there from Central. You want to always head away from your goal, and that one was right towards it.
Some good passes on that scoring opportunity. One, and then the kick that could have scored, but Juarez did a good job being where he needed to be to stop it. As we are tied at 1 with 8 minutes to go in the first half, got us a ball game here. So you've been to soccer events in other countries?
Mm-hmm.
I bet that is something to see.
Yeah, I went to I haven't been to many. I want to go to more, but I went to one in Frankfurt, Germany, where Eintracht Frankfurt play, and that's a 60,000-seater stadium, and that thing was full back pre-COVID times, and it was full to the brim with people, and man, those places can just get rocking with some of the chants that they have. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, the chants. I love that. Bundesliga, is that what their league is called?
The Bundesliga. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bundesliga. That's very cool. I'd like to see something like that someday. Central. Nifty little pass back inside. Goes to Nathan Robles. And on the steal is Alan Martinez for Lee. Bobcats get it back. That's Mario Lopez going down the sideline. Now Dalen Valadez, I believe, has it.
And it looked like it just nicked off his left foot. And this one is going to be Lee's ball, and they end up clearing it the other direction. And for the injured Gustavo Macias, Jared Wake, number 10, who just got his first touch of the game, is in for Midland Lee.
Lee Rebels on the attack.
Nice move.
Yeah, they have some players that can make some really good moves.
I believe it was Alexis Guevara with just a nice little 1-2 from his right, or from his left to his right, right back to the left. Oh, a little step over right to left, and then he got a shot on target, but unfortunately not the best finish there, and that one right at Mr. Little in the net.
Very aggressive play from Alan Martinez. And now Midland Lee in control. Right side. Bounces off of DeJounte Davis.
Another one of those dangerous headers. I know they're not trying to hit him backwards, but just not in the best positions.
And now Tyler Villalva gets tangled up with one of the Bobcat players.
It looks like it's going to be a yellow going over to Morgan McDonald, and that's just going to be for sort of a combination of a couple of things, probably a little bit of time wasting, and then it looked like Villalva was trying to take that one quick, and McDonald kind of kicked it out of bounds.
Okay. The referee comes over.
Went into the book. Yeah, Coach Vu did not need an explanation for that when he saw that one.
He didn't need to hear any more.
And it looked like we did have a substitution. Number 2, the senior Johnny Reyes did come into the game there for McDonald.
And this is dangerous territory for the Bobcats.
Big opportunity. Yeah, a lot of bodies in there. Sort of like pinball almost sometimes with the ball. Never really know where it's going to end up.
There was 2 headers that time from Brendan Villagomez, the junior, trying to get it out of there.
And, of course, we are playing the soccer line, so don't get confused with those football lines, because sometimes I almost think it's going to go out when it does, but that's still in bounds even outside of those football lines. So we're looking at the yellow lines you can sort of see on the bottom, towards the bottom right of your screen.
That can be a little confusing.
Another free kick for Lee. Nice one at
There's
the
a header.
back post.
It's going to go over the fence.
Yep, that's 3.
That's 3 out of the ballpark.
But a really nice, really rising header there from Lee, and a really nice ball there. Back post. DeJounte Davis has been a very impressive performer so far in this first half for Lee.
He's got some moves. He's very aggressive. And he got the kick where it needed to be to set up their first score. Now the Bobcats try to kind of fast break it down the pitch. There's Brandon Villagomez looked like he was held on that play as he tried to get toward the ball, and Coach Vu vocalized that.
Yeah, it looked like you could definitely see that Villalva had stuck out an arm and grabbed him because, like you said, Villagomez was by him, so he definitely had to try to grab him. Unfortunately, the referee did not see that one.
Tyler Villalva chunks it downfield, and using great body work is McDonald.
I think that's Miles Harvey. Because McDonald was substituted after that yellow card. But yeah, Harvey is doing a great job holding it down in the defense, and now sort of working into the offense as well.
You got to be able to use your body well like that. Square yourself up with the ball.
Switches the play, just looking for maybe a different opportunity or something to open up on the other side.
Central looking to get it in the middle. The keeper goes for it, and they have a perfect opportunity. The header goes wide to the left.
It looked like the goalie went out there to try for that one, and
yeah, he did to the left of the goal.
Yeah, nothing was called, but almost looked like a little bit of a clip on the Central player, but nothing called, and it looks like he's going to get up. I think that's 20 Dalen Valdez, and he's going to be able to walk that one off.
Walking a little gingerly.
He will be substituted. It looks like Eric Rodriguez is going to come into the game for him. I think that he'll be okay. We'll probably see him in the next half, but you never really want to speculate on those types of things. He'll get checked out as soon as he...
Keeper Gabriel Juarez for Lee went to the left of the goal, and then the ball went the other direction, just a little too wide. But a golden opportunity missed. Lee sends it back down, and they have a little bit of a fast break going. Toward the goal, that was, of course, DeJounte Davis.
Looking to play a through ball there, but just a little bit too far with that wind sort of aiding or harming him, I guess you could say, either way. Nice control there by Guevara.
To DeJounte Davis. Davis looking to make it happen.
Nice
There's a good
ball.
pass.
That's the inside out where you sort of kick it, where almost you'd rather kick it with your left foot, but he kicked it with the outside of his right foot instead of the inside, and that's just a nice little pass there. Slipped that one through.
He's got some moves, and one of the Central players got a bit of a header in to get it away.
Yeah, minute 50 and counting, so we are getting towards the business end of this first period of play.
Join us for the Mathis Law Firm halftime show coming up.
And Davis, on offense and defense, kicked that one sort of in the direction of my car. I'm pretty sure it hit the middle of the street, so... It's another ball that's exited the stadium, though.
That's 4, right?
At least. And that one went over with some vengeance. That one, I bet, went halfway down the street.
Throwing it in for the Bobcats, David Marizaldi, the junior defender. Marizaldi gets it into play, and the whistle blows. And the keeper, Juarez will... Nope, it's going to be thrown in by...
yeah, probably a foul there on Central. Didn't quite see what it was, but looks like Lee's going to kick it. And you hear Coach Vu say, just be smart with everything, and that's not exactly the best thing to do, to head it out for a corner, but a really nice job to make that one a throw-in. I believe that was Johnny Reyes getting that one out of bounds.
David Marizaldi tried to head her down the other end of the field. Went right over him and past him.
And you can see that DeJounte Davis sort of weaving through the women's team there for Midland Lee. Ooh.
This is the danger zone. That was the danger zone. That was get it away from it.
Yeah, tough header. Looked like two heads sort of colliding there. I think that was Miles Harvey. Yeah, double checking Coach Vu.
1-1 our score. We have 17 seconds to go first half. thanks to everybody for joining us for San Angelo Central Bobcat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
And with 17 seconds left, we do have a quick stop just because anything sort of head-related that even looks like it could be anything, they do pause and make sure that player goes out to get checked up on. And Harvey's over here getting checked up on.
Did the refs do what they were supposed to do, or does Coach Bryant need to give them a lecture again?
No, that was a great choice from the ref, just to make sure that you definitely don't want to mess with anything head-related. Looks like he's walking okay.
Want to thank Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, Bestex, Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Thanks to all of those fine folks. Go see them. Tell them you watch the broadcast. So the time has expired in the first half, and we are knotted up at 1. The San Angelo Central Bobcats 1. The Midland Lee Rebels 1. Should be an exciting second half. We'll have the Mathis Law Firm halftime show coming up right after this. You are watching San Angelo Central Bobcat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Bestex Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Bestex Supply or bestex.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Bestex Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Bestex Supply or bestex.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
The San Angelo Sports Complex, Old Bobcat Field we call it, and we are back. It is halftime, and this is San Angelo Central Bobcat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. And welcome to the Mathis Law Firm halftime show. Thanks to Mathis Law Firm for bringing this to you. We'll have more action coming up in a few minutes. We are at one apiece, tied. San Angelo Central 1, Midland Lee 1 in this heated district contest. And the scoring started with 22 minutes to go in the first half. Tristan Hill scored for the Bobcats to get the score opening, and they had several other opportunities, but it didn't happen. Some good goalie play by Midland Lee. Same on the central end of things, as Midland Lee had more opportunities, but they finally did score. It was Gustavo Macias who got the score for the Midland Lee Rebels. And Devontae Davis originally tried to score from the right side or the left side of the goal. He got it across, and Macias did the rest to tie it up at 1. So a competitive game, kind of back and forth as far as the ball being on each team's side of the field. Both teams had opportunities, and we are tied, and it's going to be a good second half. Darren Prater here, J.D. Raggio, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, so that first half was a little bit cagey, as they like to say at the beginning. Sort of both teams just feeling out for one another. And then once we had the penalty and the first goal, it really opened up a lot there in the first half. So like you said, Central did have a lot of opportunities as well. Actually the only goal for Midland Lee actually came off of a Central opportunity. If you remember it, it was coming in, hit off the crossbar, and then right after that, Lee cleared it, and then they got a 3-on-2 opportunity going the other way, and they got their goal that way. And one of the big things we just sort of overheard Coach Vu in his halftime speech, and just the main thing that we took away from it is that you can't really rest on like what's happened in the past. Like, you can't control it, can't do anything about it. The past is the past. However bad it was, you missed a pass or anything like that, you got to put it behind you and make something better happen the next time.
Yeah, he was telling him, if you mess up, don't worry about it. Move forward. Do something better. Make something happen now. Don't worry about what you just did.
Yeah, you got 10 other guys out there that are going to have your back. They're going to be there if you make a mistake to right it, and then they're going to be there to move forward with it with you and expect you and trust you to make that play the next time. And that's exactly what you want to hear from your coach at halftime, and that's exactly what you want your players to sort of trust in each other. He also said that they need to be on the jump from minute 1. Like, as soon as this half starts, he wants them active, he wants them alert, he wants them on top of their game. Last time, in the first half, it seemed like they needed a couple minutes to sort of settle into the game and get the passes and stuff under control. He does not want that anymore. He wants it right from minute 1.
No feeling out process. That's been
that already
done.
happened, yep.
We're about 2.5 minutes to go until we begin the second half. Want to tell you what's going on with Concho Sports Network. We always have something exciting going on. We're live streaming Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, and softball twice a week through April. Watch this Friday, 6 o'clock, as our soccer coverage continues. We're going to have the Lakeview Chiefs against Lubbock Estacado. Watch it at 6 o'clock right here on ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. And a little technical information for you. You want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high def? All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. I invite you to check it out. You definitely want your best viewing experience. It's the Mathis Law Firm halftime show, and you got the players warming up. In case you just joined us, it is very windy in this one tie, and seems to be getting windier and cooler.
Yeah, it's been pretty inconsistent, the wind. Sometimes it's very, very strong going left to right, and sometimes it dies down a little, but like you said, it has been windy, very windy at times, dies down a little bit, comes back, and it's pretty windy, but definitely going left to right this entire time. It's back up to 72 degrees right now, so we're just sitting in that range, sort of 68 to 72 right now, so pretty comfortable. All the players, you don't see, or currently you don't see. But none of the players really have arm sleeves on. I bet a couple of them always wear sort of like the arm sleeves, sort of as their style look. And the goalies, of course, also will have their arm sleeves and very bright colors and everything on as well.
Yeah, I see about one pair of arm sleeves right now. Now last week, the ladies' game, I was like, no arm sleeves for them. I didn't see a lot either, and it was cold. It was getting bitterly cold. So we're just about ready to get the second half underway. Mathis Law Firm, thanks to them for presenting our halftime show. And we will be back. It's 1-1, anybody's game, an exciting second half coming up. And we will be back right after this. You are watching San Angelo Central Bobcat Soccer, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
District showdown between the San Angelo Central Bobcats and the Midland Lee Rebels. San Angelo Central Soccer, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Also want to thank Mathis Law Firm for our halftime show. We're just about ready to get the second half underway. It's 1-1. Bobcats won the first meeting between these two. They sit at number 3 in the district, behind Friendship and the undefeated Midland team that is a juggernaut so far. Lee Rebels in white with black numerals. White shorts for the Bobcats. Red, white, and blue jerseys, white numerals. And they will have the wind at their back when they are on offense for this second half. 40-minute halves. No stoppage time in high school ball.
Yeah, and like you said, that it's very important what direction that both teams are going to be going, because the first half you're playing against the wind and the second half you're playing into the wind, or the opposite's true. The first half you're playing into the wind, second half you're playing against it. So the weight that they put on the passes and the weight that they put on these touches is going to be completely different, and we see that just right off the bat. That ball probably going the other way sticks to his foot better because the wind's blowing against it. But going with the wind, that ball just sort of takes off.
So it's to their advantage. Eric Rodriguez had the possession. Midland Lee player was right on him. Now the fight for the ball. Rodriguez gets it back. Passes to the inside. And it's cleared. McDonald gets it downfield. A nice aggressive play there for Midland Lee and Gustavo Macias to get in between there and give them possession and give them an opportunity to get some offense going. Here's the pass. Miles Harvey got that one. Got a little bit of a steal.
And it looked like that was another one of those offsides calls that wasn't necessarily called on that one. Each side judge only has half of the field, so they're each responsible for just the half. So the side judge on that side is the left half, and then the other one is going to be the right half. If you're looking at the screen, Coach Vu with an early disagreement with the line judge. Looked like that player was offsides earlier, but we are back into the action now.
Alexis Guevara with the ball. He wants to make something happen. It's knocked away, now cleared by the Bobcats.
Yeah, and a crucial interception there. It looked like the goal scorer in the first half, Macias, was just sitting in there for Lee, waiting for that one, but unfortunately for him, it never found his boots.
And they cleared it real well, almost to midfield. Jacob Little, your junior goalkeeper for the Bobcats. Here's the throw in. This is a danger zone for the Bobcats, because in the blink of an eye, something could happen.
You can see Little pushing him forward. He knows he's got the wind at his back, and he can just really kick that ball all the way to the other side of the field.
McDonald goes down, gets back up, trying to figure out who's got the ball, and good defensive move for Eric Rodriguez. With the whistle blew, You hear that gust of wind. That's what the Lee Rebels have to kick into in the second half. So here comes the kick.
Yeah, Joshua Crabtree, a couple of yards off, like 6 or 7, a little bit too forward on that one.
This is going to be, yeah, you're right.
And it looked like Tanner Halliday, one of the center backs, definitely want to get him in there. He's one of the tallest guys on the team.
Crabtree puts it up. There's a header to get it away from the goal. That was a good job by Mario Lopez, the senior.
Eric Rodriguez, nice job playing that one off one of those Rebels. Ooh.
Rebels pretty aggressive this half. Created some opportunities, and it just takes one to put them in the driver's seat of this ball game.
Kind of got crunched there by Crabtree, did Rodriguez. Yeah, and so that one's going to be a foul.
Nice kick going high, and this one may be the 5th ball over the fence. Nope, but it will be out of bounds. And that will be a Lee possession.
And you hear, don't let him out. And so Coach Vu wants them to press here, make sure that they can't get out of the zone with the ball at least.
Coach Vu telling them at the half, any mistakes, move on. Do your thing, do what you do it well, and don't dwell on anything that you've done wrong, just learn from it.
Yeah, nice job by Lopez of keeping that, sort of dodging that ball almost like it was a dodgeball, not letting it touch him so that Central gets the throw and they keep it.
There's a header that goes high.
Mm-hmm.
And another, he missed it that time. Morgan McDonald got the first one, and he couldn't quite get his head into this one. But nonetheless, he gets the ball tangled up and
lost his headband.
They fell in the head. The signature headband is lost. Tied at 1, our score. Old Bobcat Field. A lot of history here.
Nice pressure here by Central.
And they get tangled up as Mario Lopez came in to try to get the ball away from Jaden Johnson.
And Johnson sort of clipped his foot there. Foul called on him. And this will be Central's opportunity for a free kick. About 26 yards out, this is an opportunity. In the first half, we saw Dylan Cottle go for a goal. We'll see what he does this time. Same kind of thing, and this one's going to be a corner.
I was reading the scoreboard. Can would we see Old Bobcat Field at Old Bobcat Stadium? Like in Texas, it's what is the field at Darrell K. Royal Stadium? So how long did San Angelo Central play regular football games here? For years, or I don't know the history. Oh wow.
And a big ball in you here, so you're probably going to want to throw this one all the way, sort of a long throw in. There's some guys that can do a long throw and they flip over the ball, so they have a lot more force going with it. Mm-hmm. We don't see that here, but a long throw in here. Oh, it almost fell through.
That was an opportunity. McDonald tries to fight for it, and it's going to go out.
I think there was a foul called before, I think a handball on one of the Bobcats in there. And so we're going to be heading the other direction.
Good header. Riley Wallace, the senior. Nonetheless, Midland Lee will get it, at least briefly, across the pitch. The ball goes to Tanner Holliday. Holliday has it again, kicks it down the sideline, and he gets it to Jaden Johnson. Johnson to the middle of the field. And an opportunity. That's a good heads-up play there from Tanner Holliday as well.
Looks like these Lee players are pretty aggressive out there, sort of just running through some Central guys, it looks like it.
Bobcats were trying to just get it out of their end of the field, and Holiday came up there with a header and thwarted that attempt and kept the opportunity alive for Midland Lee.
Yeah, 2 really good tackles there by Morgan McDonald, going in for the sliding tackle even though he's on a yellow right now.
And we have a Lee player down. I didn't quite see what, I get obviously a collision of some sort. Gabriel Juarez is your goalie, or keeper as they say, for Midland Lee. Tied at 1 apiece with 31:40 to go here in the second half and the ball game. Bobcat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Thanks to Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, Best Tex, Atlanta and Tiffany Realtor Team. We appreciate you guys, and we appreciate everybody who's joining us for this live stream broadcast.
It looked like a lot of people had differing opinions about that last one. It looked like Gustavo Macias sort of went down there a little bit easy, and the ref called it against him. And Jacob Maltos, one of the captains for Midland Lee, didn't agree with that too much. And he was sort of given a last warning there by the referee before he goes into the books with the card.
Giving him a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, it was definitely his last warning, though. Usually when they get a talking to that goes that long, they do end up getting a card. But
so every time I watch this sport, somebody goes down rolling and writhing in pain. Are you saying that some of that might be a little...
What a pass. Holy cow.
Oh, look out. There's an opportunity for Midland Lee. Header goes straight up in the air.
What a pass, though, from Guevara to Martinez as we're right back in it.
Martinez attempted another header. Now the ball goes back and out of bounds.
But yeah, not much protection out there, you'll give them that. But they do have those shin guards on, but that's about it. So every once in a while, getting kicked in the shins does hurt, I will say that.
Yeah. Jacob Little, the keeper for the Bobcats, doing a fine job tonight. The number 3 team in the district, San Angelo Central. Midland Lee right now, not at last. That would be the Abilene Eagles. They are a very competitive team, though. You have the Midland High juggernaut at number 1 in the district.
Yeah, both these teams played pretty good games against Midland. Central lost 1-0, and that one's put in.
It's in there! It's a goal! And the Bobcats take the lead right back, 2-1, with 29 minutes to go in the ball game.
I believe that's 22 Christian Vaughn.
Like I say, it happens so fast. Let's see it, let's see it. Header for Midland Lee, and then a header. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, coming from a long throw-in, I believe that was from Dylan Caudill, quickly taking it in. And that was one of those headers that you want to clear if you're a defender and just put it right into the path of Christian Vaughn, the junior. And he breaks the 1-1 deadlock.
And that is soccer as art. This is not just a sport, it's an art. And that is the way you execute it. Let's see if they can do it again. One-on-one fight for the ball. They get tangled up. Good defense by Riley Wallace. Ball rolls back, and Juarez will get it out of their end. Try to. Devontae Davis has it. Passes to the outside. Now down the sideline. Good pass. Bobcats get it back temporarily, and they will just kick it down. Got to avoid the offsides, though. Now showing some speed and aggressiveness. Cats. Kick. Oh! It's in there, right in the top corner of the goal.
My
wow!
gosh.
Call that kid a crackerjack.
You
That
could
was
hear
awesome.
You could hear the fans whenever Christian Vaughn got that ball at his feet. You could hear them just slowly rise and rise. The noise just kept coming, and he put 2 step-overs on that, and then that is what we like to call upper 90 in that top right corner, and we'll see the replay here. Look at this.
Exactly. Wow.
Oh, wow. No chance for the goalie. That's right, perfectly settling in that side netting. What a shot. Holy cow. And a brace for him, and a 3-1 lead now for Central.
The last 2 scores, textbook good soccer technique.
Yeah.
First with the header, now with that kick.
A great flick on header, and then the next one. Wow, that's just...
And look out, they could do it again. Lee trying to get back in this one, and there's a, what would you call that? A trip, a tackle, a foul?
Yeah.
I heard the whistle. So
That's a foul. Maybe sold a little bit. Don't want to speculate on any injuries or say they're not, but didn't look that seriously. It looks like he's getting up okay, but just sort of like Coach Vu said, you got to sort of put everything behind you that comes, be it the bad or be it the good, because this is still a 3-1 game, and 2-goal leads can sometimes be a little bit tricky at different points in time. So they definitely got to just get their heads back into this one, continue playing. It looks like a talking to there. I think that was number 12, Morgan McDonald, who had committed the foul, and he does already have 1 foul in this game. So if he got another one that was card-worthy, that would be a second yellow, and he would be sent off.
that would be a red card when you get that?
If you get 2 yellows, it equates to a red, and that's
Okay.
what it looks like he is going to be getting right now.
Oh.
He did just get his 2nd yellow.
Are there any implications at all other than you're out of the game?
I'm not sure for high school, and I don't want to say something that isn't true. I know for like in the pros, if you get a red, then you are suspended for the next game as well, but I'm not sure if that's the same for high school.
So cutting is the term for getting around defenders, one-on-one.
And it looked like number 14, Dagan Alvarez, was about to check in there for Morgan McDonald, but since Morgan just got his 2nd yellow, now Central's going to be playing a man down for the next 27 minutes and 45 seconds.
Plenty of time for the Rebels to get back in this one. They don't have to be in panic mode at all.
And they're going to be a man up for 27 minutes, so it's going to be 11 on 10. In the field, it's going to be 10 on 9. We did have a substitute for Central. Dylan Marburger, the junior defender, did come into the game.
Lee on the kick.
Yeah, Little with sort of went out, looked like he was going to grab it, didn't end up grabbing it. Sort of want him to be a little bit more decisive there. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Coach Vu make a defensive substitution, almost take out one of these forwards and just have the disadvantage up top rather than in the back, but it'll be interesting to see how he does play this one out.
Bobcats back with the ball. And good footwork from Dylan Caudle. Caudle will make the pass to his left to Jordan Garcia. Back to Caudle. Caudle to the right this time, trying to set something up. Goes to Eric Rodriguez, who goes to the middle of the field. Now a Lee player will kick it successfully out of bounds. So a couple of good passes there, left and right, then to the middle. But one of the Lee players ended up disrupting it. This is where cutting becomes important. As Alexis Guevara takes it down, now Bobcats get it. Lee kicks it right back. Jaden Johnson couldn't get quite to the ball fast enough before the Cats kicked it away from him. Outside pass toward the sideline. That's DeJounte Davis. Davis inside now to the middle, and this is dangerous. Nice. Alexis Guevara had it.
Yeah, Mario Lopez with a nice foot in there at the end. And a nice foot out there. Miles Harvey gets his foot in, breaking that one up before anything more dangerous could occur.
You feel your heart rate increase whenever the teams get close to the goal fighting for the ball, because that's when all of a sudden something could happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, you had a little bit of momentum there going forward, and that one was taken back. And you hear, why are we going back there? Coach Vu Eric Rodriguez there. He wanted that one to keep advancing forward, and a really good chance. Nice save being alert there by Juarez. Central even down the man, keeping the pressure on.
So this is like hockey in that respect. You can outnumber the other team at times.
But typically in hockey, you'll get them back. And here's that replay. It went right to the captain, Tristan Hill, and he almost put that one in, seeing the goalie off his line there.
Sure did. Gabriel Juarez had to go upstairs for that one.
Looks like we are going to have a couple substitutions here for Central. Definitely saw this coming. Now that they're down to 10 men, you want some fresh legs in there because they'll have to cover sort of more of an area. And it looks like Sebastian Espinosa and Jordan Garcia, both forwards and midfielders. They can probably play both positions. Probably will drop more into the midfield right now, but also keep that little bit of pressure on so they're not just taking pressure for the remaining 25 about minutes.
I see Alex Garcia walking in front of us and heading out.
And Riley Wallace.
With, Riley Wallace. Riley has a slight limp. He's all right, though. He just got to rest a little bit.
Probably go stretch it out. Maybe it's a little bit of a cramp. Maybe caught a Charlie horse, one of those.
Oh, the good old Charlie horse. No fun. Especially when you wake up in the middle of the night with one of those. And, whoa, hang on. I want to remind you we're streaming Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, and softball twice a week through April. Watch this Friday, 6 o'clock. Our soccer coverage continues. We'll have the Lakeview Chiefs against Lubbock Estacado. 6 o'clock at conchosports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube and Facebook. Going to be a lot of fun. I hope you'll join us.
Okay, a little conversation right now going on with the line judge, the main referee, and then Coach Brian. Not sure what they're talking about. Got a couple players laying down and stretching. The rest of them sort of just moving around, making sure that they're staying limber.
Cool, windy March night here in San Angelo. Here at the Old Bobcat Field at Old Bobcat Stadium at the San Angelo Sports Complex.
Looks like we got some push-ups going on. We got some
you don't have to do push-ups after a penalty or anything, do you?
Depends on your coach, I guess.
Yeah, the coach probably will make you. Coach Vu is talking things over with one of the officials. If you want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high def, all you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device. Just search Concho Sports, and we invite you to check it out because it's a great viewing experience. And you want the best viewing experience? Check out these very talented and competitive kids that play these various sports. Football, basketball, soccer, softball, baseball coming up. Can't believe it's almost baseball season. My, how time flies. It's Darren Prater here and J.D. Raggio, bringing you the live stream broadcast, live and in color.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it almost looked like, because we never really saw McDonald get shown a red card. He only got shown that second yellow, and typically the ref does have to show the second red.
Right.
And so we saw Dagan Alvarez, who eventually came off the field, was actually in there. So I think they did have 11 on the field, and that's why there was a conversation between the side judge and the official, and then Coach Bryant, and then eventually a conversation between Coach Vu and our head official, and then Dagan ended up exiting the field.
Good job getting in front of the ball that time by Christian Vaughn, I believe. Sebastian Espinoza turns to take it upfield, and one of the Rebels gets in the way of it. That was a good job by Tanner Holliday. Pass. Now a fight for the ball, and good job getting the steal. Coach Vu is telling him to pass the ball around, let the ball work for you.
And it looks like with being down a man,
look out.
a little bit too much. Maybe that wind just added that extra on it, but with the man down, it looks like they're going to play a 3 across the back, and then they're just going to have David Merzaldi sort of sit in behind everyone else as sort of like a last line of defense almost.
Okay. Juarez showed his speed. The keeper, his speed on that one.
Ooh.
And
nice contact there. It looked like Tristan Hill.
Mm-hmm.
But I would make a rugby reference, but I'm not sure people know that one anywhere close to where we do soccer right now. So. The ball is back in play. We got a foul there.
My roster sheet almost blew off. And I mean, it wouldn't be me if one of my sheets didn't go flying away during a game. Or out the press box window. Bobcats trying to get it down the field. When they get it down really quickly is when they seem the most effective. And this one will go to the goalie, and he will kick it.
Yep, and
safely.
22 minutes to go. We can hear now the Lady Cats are behind us now, starting to warm up. They are also playing Midland Lee right after the men, or the boys are.
Did a good job defeating Friendship last week on our broadcast. I'll tell you, that girls soccer program has been so successful over the years under Coach Henry. Coach Vu, a great job he has done here with the Central boys as well.
Yeah, looking to move here to 5-2-4 in the district. That would be pretty huge because them and Friendship are currently tied at 4-2-4 at their district records.
An opportunity for the Rebels as Zam Leon tried to make something happen. He got tripped up a little bit though, slowed down his momentum.
It looked like we taken out for a corner kick.
Mm-hmm. So the corner kick from the opposite corner, and it's in the air. There's the header attempt. One of the Bobcats got a head on it, and now kicked free. It's going to go out of bounds.
A great clearance there.
That was a good clear. I was trying to see who did that. I think it may have been Tristan Hill.
Lee does have a couple of really big aerial threats in there. Gunnar Mead, number 21, Tanner Halliday, number 16. Both of them very tall and very agile in the air as well. Central here will sort of turn to Dylan Marburger to sit in as a central defensive mid and sort of just hold everything before finding that back line. A nice little 1-2 move there by Merizaldi.
Good job by Merizaldi. And now, Sebastian Espinoza.
Going all by himself, 1 versus 4, and you hear Coach Vu say, have a shot because you deserve to take a shot after that.
Take a shot. He was going 90 miles an hour down there in a sea of Rebels, then kicked it out to the left.
Well, I said, I'm sure Central won't be any rush to take this throw in. And they might go for another long throw in because they did score their second goal, the tiebreaker, off of this.
Is that Dylan Caudle?
Mm-hmm.
He will do the honors, and it's going to go high just beside the goal and cleared as a couple of guys collide. Dylan Marlborough and one of the lead players on the ground.
It looks like we're going to get is that another yellow card for time wasting? Yeah, it was number 24, Dylan Marburger, who got called on that one, and he's going to be instantly substituted out. He sort of kicked that ball right away from Midland Lee trying to get it started, and he'll exit the game. I believe it was number 2, Johnny Reyes, into the game.
Okay, that's strange. That's time wasting for real?
Yeah, and they were trying to take it quick, and he sort of kicked it away from him, so gets a card for that.
Crowd starting to make some noise as one of the
Miles Harvey goes
yeah.
flying there.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that we're not seeing a card there on Lee, because that's probably a foul worth a card.
A little too much?
Yeah, especially if you go in and you're trying to do a sliding tackle and you miss. Those are really the ones where you'll be punished if you are off in your calculations, I guess you would say.
Trying to create an opportunity here, and here's one. Oh, that was a good defensive play.
A really nice cross into the box by the captain there, Hill. Nice little looping one. Opportunity for a header. Just couldn't find one of his Bobcat teammates.
One of the league guys did a good job running in there and getting his body on it.
We had the same double substitution in the first half. Number 7, number 8, Nathan Robles and Brandon Villa Gomez coming back into the game for Central.
We're under 20 minutes to go. Bobcats 3-1 over Midland Lee. Looking to be undefeated against these Rebels.
Yeah, Garcia and then Christian Vaughn, who's got the brace and the 2 goals that are the difference in this game, also exits the pitch.
Couple of headers. Now Lee will try to keep it away from the Bobcats and get it out of there.
It looks like they'll go to another long throw and have Caudle throw this one in. Just get more chances as you can.
So Caudle, to be expected, going to put it up. And here it goes.
That's a nice throw in right in the middle of the box.
Into the crowd. And Lee got possession of it with Enrique Catalan. But Eric, I believe that's Eric Rodriguez. He got the ball back, and then he goes down as the whistle blows.
Yeah, goes down or was taken down. Halliday was beaten there, and he knew it. And he sort of shoved that hip out there and forced him to go down. And here you'll definitely see Central not take it quick. They're going to try to waste as much time as they can, get really set up for this free kick. And it's going to come in from Miles Harvey.
And here it is. It's where it needs to be. But it will be cleared. And a long clearing kick from Midland Lee.
And great tracking speed, both from Mario Lopez coming back and then David Merzaldi.
As Gustavo Macias had the ball with 2 Bobcat defenders on him.
We haven't seen quite as much from DeJounte Davis in this second half as we did in the first half.
No, we haven't. Largely silent. The Bobcats came out on fire and moving at a very quick pace, just like Coach told them to here in the second half.
A foul called there. Gunnar Mead getting his hands too much on the Bobcat. I'm not sure who it was, but definitely went too much for a grab there.
They came out very intense, fast-paced, and got 2 goals as a result. It's 3-1.
You see the ref marking off the 10 yards from the ball.
Bobcats looking to go 5-2-4 in the district. 2-6-2 the district record for Midland Lee. 5-7-4 overall.
And the wall there for Lee does its job, blocking the cross in. And that's the second or third block on a cross that Caudle hasn't had too much luck getting that ball up and over.
Bobcats almost got it. Now Lee passing it down the pitch to the right. And they maintain possession.
Yeah, and that looked like he was going to be in, but remember that 3 and then 1 sitting behind, and Merzaldi is just sort of a sweeper is what they call it in rugby. He's just sort of covering everything from side to side, and he'll just be there whenever you need him, wherever you need him, and see there he is again right there.
DeJounte Davis got in on that one, and a good clear by one of the Bobcats. It's going to go out.
I think it might have been Mario Lopez with that clearance there from that sort of right back or right center back position that he's currently playing. We have a quick substitution here for Lee. Looks like number 10, one of the forwards here at Wake, back into the game for them.
Nice little crowd here tonight. Windy and cool, but not as cold as it was the last game. Bobcats kick and out of bounds. I believe that's Davis going to throw it in. Davis, a good throw in, and a good header to clear it. And a kick to do the same thing and send it down to the other side of the field.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of this for the next 14 minutes and counting, unless Central can get something quickly put together, especially the fact that they're down 10, like right here, quick turnover. They'll definitely take the offensive possession here.
Now time is of the essence for the Lee Rebels at this point with just under 14 minutes to play in the ball game.
And Villagomez figures why not have a go from right there. And no harm doing, you never know. Might trickle through there, get a weird deflection.
Enrique Catalan had it. Now Guevara passes to the right to Davis. To the inside. And it is knocked out of the area by Tristan Hill. And the Orange get the possession back and kick it right down and out.
Not necessarily exactly what you want, that one going out for a goal kick. You'd rather have that one go out for a throw-in after trickling down all the way. The sub is imminent for Central. Looks like Dalen Valdez going to be coming into the game. Like a pretty short outing there this time for Brandon Villagomez, but he's doing his job, just running around up there up top and making sure that people are pressured and they're not having.
Forward midfielder Junior Villagomez. We'll be seeing him back next year. And here goes an attempt at a score, and that was a good job by Gabriel Juarez. He had to go down and make the save that time. So a heads-up play from him. Tanner Holiday is on fire. He's running all over the place.
Yeah, he's
on the other side. He was over here a second ago.
Unfortunately, it was all for naught as he loses out the ball to Central. He did. He ran at least 30 yards up the field and then at least 30 yards across the field.
But the Rebels will get to throw it in, and this is where they have opportunities they haven't been able to capitalize on.
Yeah, another nice clearance there by Miles Harvey, just really being a rock back there. Him as well as
Harvey kicks in a header from a Rebel.
Oh, nice little steal there, Dylan Caudle.
Christian Oliva's trying to bring it down, got it stolen. Now, I believe it's Dalen Valadez kicks it to the opposite side of the field and out of bounds.
Two subs for Central again. Riley Wallace coming back into the game along with, I believe that's the number 9, Alejandro Salinas. I think that's the first time we're going to be seeing him, his first action of the day.
I believe that's Mario Lopez that's going to throw it in.
Yep, number 3 and 4, Tristan Tapia and Tristan Hill, the two Tristans. Or no, excuse me, that's Tristan Hill and Sebastian Espinosa coming to sit down, excuse me.
Here's an opportunity for Lee, and it is kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, thwarted again. Miles Harvey just doing a great job. Brick wall back there.
Yes, he is. So on the free kicks, the wall, how many people are in the wall? You line up?
So it depends on if you're closer to the goal. Typically, there's more people in the wall because you want to limit the space that they have. Typically, if it's farther out, you'll either see 1 or 2 or 3 people in the wall. But if it's closer, you can see anywhere between 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the wall. Just it really depends on if they're looking more to shoot or if they're looking more to send in a cross.
I would be quite uncomfortable in the front of that wall with the ball coming at a high rate of speed. You have to have some nerves. Out of bounds, Lee.
You also got to cover yourself if you're in that wall, that's for sure.
Yes. Cats get it, out of bounds. And this one will go over the concession stand. That's 5 out of the stadium so far, if that one counts as out of the stadium. Hope they brought plenty of balls tonight.
Looks like it. They've had supply of plenty. And I think the ball that both balls that they just kicked over there actually were kicked too far, and both actually exited just the fence area at least. And I don't think that's the ball in play.
No.
Nope. And I think they're okay. So yeah, we got a couple kids retrieve those balls for us, and we got a couple to play with now.
And when you're a little kid, that's a real thrill to be able to go retrieve the ball and bring it back out there.
Oh yeah, that's your job whenever you're there. It's It's a great one. Great for the parents as well, just having them do something and get rid of all that energy.
Future Bobcats.
Mario Lopez, another really good job back there in defense, just clearing that one out.
So that's just what they want to do. They just clear it, kick it, like you were saying, and
parking the bus is what we call it. Only going forward if there's really truly an opportunity. Pretty much everyone else is going to be sitting behind the ball.
Okay.
And as we have, looks like under 9 minutes now, so we are sort of does slow down a little bit when one team's more playing defense, but for them,
good hustle, because that was a real good opportunity for Lee. And, you know, they score again. It's a 1-point game, and anything can happen.
Here we'll get to see it again. Yeah, that was a great save. That was strictly the goalie, and then a great job by the defender sort of to walk.
He wasn't finished. He reached out and got the ball on the ground. Good job. Both of these keepers have really made some good plays.
14 in for 6. Dagan Alvarez coming in for Maritsaldi, who's had a really good evening there at the back. Looks like the Bobcats will go back to just having 4 at the back.
San Angelo Central Bobcats 3, Midland Lee Rebels 1 in this district matchup. Just over 7 minutes to go in the contest. Presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, our live stream broadcast on Concho Sports Network. By Tanner Holiday.
Too big of a touch there, and no call there. Wow, he put that hip into him. That one's going to be called, of course.
Coach Vu having a word with Dylan Caudill, who's up and
yeah, he's just saying we got to get that same call going the other way.
Right.
I'm interested why they're not letting the sub in.
Clock counting at 6:12.
Nice punch out there by Little.
Oh.
And this is what you're...
That was nifty.
Yeah, this is your job up top, just to waste some more time if you're Valdez.
All the way down, fairly fast.
Yeah, because you're not going to have too much support when you're up there all by yourself.
You made some nifty moves to get down there, though.
Many. Nice little through ball. Not sure if that's a shot or a pass, and it looked like it was a shot, but a little bit of a shank, I guess you could say, off the side of the foot.
You have to, another thing, but you have to get used to changes of pace. You can be going 90 miles an hour, then you want to slow it down just a little bit. Back and forth between those two things. Body center of gravity low.
That one will be controlled by the keeper. Nice control. Nope. Not as nice as I initially thought.
And once again, Dalen Valadez got it, but Tanner Holiday got it after him. He's all over the field.
Yeah, he definitely
really
has ventured from his left back position early on, and he's sort of everywhere, just trying to push this team forward.
He's putting it on his shoulders.
And 21 you see coming into the picture now, that's a central defender as well, so that truly means that they're pushing everyone forward, and they don't have anyone back. Another
Cats try
great
to
save.
clear, and yes! Jacob Little does it again. This time he goes airborne.
Yes. That's almost when you say for the cameras, it looks like. 'Cause it looked like he was standing on that back post and had everything covered for that one.
Here's the kick, and watch him. Oh, yeah, airborne.
Yeah, regardless, great job parrying that one out, and we're already back in play again off the corner.
And here it is, he does it again.
Looked like almost the exact same thing, rinse and repeat, but this time not as much air.
Cats trying to clear. Midland Lee will retain possession, and they're going to kick it from far, and a collision.
No one knows where the ball is.
Once again, boy, what Jacob Little is getting after it. He almost had his back turned to it, and he got down and got it anyway.
I say, him and number 11, Gustavo Macias, kind of looked at each other there for a second. They both puzzled, saw neither one with the ball.
Oh, somebody got a still picture of him airborne. That's definitely one of those.
Great control there by Nathan Robles.
Robles using his footwork. And now the keeper will kick it up the field. And a good header, Miles Harvey.
Those still hurt me every time you hear them,
I know.
especially off those the goal kicks. Holy cow, I can only imagine.
No. That's why in my youth soccer days I stayed away from the action.
We got under 2 minutes now as another ball exits the playing field.
1:55 and counting. Bobcats looking to finish this one. Currently sitting third in district, the Angry Orange. 1.5 to go. Midfield, header.
And this isn't the best situation necessarily for Lee, not only being down 3-1, but also being against the wind. So whenever they try to kick those long balls forward, they're just being pushed right back as long as they're hanging in the air.
Central could go to 5-2-4 tonight. Friendship is at 4-2-4. Midland Lee with no losses in district. 2-6-2 for Midland Lee. Sorry, Midland High is the no-loss team. Okay, they have an opportunity here.
Went for a little bit of a almost half bicycle there by Guevara.
And Jacob Little, boy, he can spin and get on the ground and go airborne. He is very athletic.
You got go ahead, so you got 9 field players versus 11 right now. Even the goalie's forward right now for Midland Lee.
And it is cleared by a Bobcat out the back and over the goal for Dylan Caudle.
Looks like we do have a trainer being called out there onto the field.
District play started with Friendship, a tie. Odessa, a win. Lost to Midland 1-0, tie with Permian. Abilene, a win over Abilene, and a win over Midland Lee in their first meeting. Tie against Odessa, lost to Midland again, tie with Friendship, and a win over Permian going into this game. Next week, it's Abilene. Are you about to start back up? That's hope everything is okay.
I think they're calling this one because there are only 25 seconds left in the game. Yes, they're going to call it. Just make sure they get the right medical attention and everything. I believe
that's true.
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right. I think there was some blood coming out of the back of his head, so they're definitely going to want to just make sure that he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the issue has been decided, so it's okay to go ahead and call the game. We'll shake hands, showing some sportsmanship, and that is going to do it for this game. San Angelo Central wins it. They are 2-0 against this Midland Lee team. 3-1 is the final. The Central Bobcats defeat the Midland Lee Rebels, and we'll be back to wrap this one up. This is Central Bobcat Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Techs, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttechs.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Welcome back to the San Angelo Sports Complex. This is San Angelo Central Bobcat Soccer, presented tonight on Concho Sports Network by First Community Federal Credit Union. And it's a victory for the Central Bobcats, undefeated against Midland Lee this year. They win this one 3-1. We went into the half tied at 1, and they really got on fire at the beginning of the second half and got the job done. So the Bobcats win it. And they will keep going in district play, trying to get from third to second in the district. They go to 5-2-4 now in district play. Midland Lee will go to 2-7-2 in district. So let's talk about this. Darren Prater and J.D. Raggio here wrapping this one up. In the first half, it was Tristan Hill who got the scoring started for the Central Bobcats, but Midland Lee came back. Gustavo Macias got the score to tie it up at 1. In the second half, Christian Vaughn scores on a header, a very good header. Textbook to put the Bobcats up 2-1, and Christian Vaughn did it again. Offensively, a great job by him. He did it again on a kick from the left of the goal, facing the goal, and it had some distance to it too. It was great.
Yeah, just really a great second half by the Central Bobcats. Not exactly how you would want to draw it up. You don't want to ever see a player go off and have to play down 11-10 for, 28 minutes. But they did it. They played really well. The defenders defended a whole lot better in the second half. No goals allowed in the final 40. You'll love to see that, even down to 10 people. And before that happened, like you said, they had some great opportunities, some out of nothing. Like that header that Vaughn scored on the first one was just a long throw, and that they really didn't have any play built up before then. But he put that one in, and then the next one, holy cow, I guess sometimes you call it a worldie, and that's, in baseball they would refer to it as a web gem, but what a shot, upper 90. Love to see that kind of stuff. And Central really goes forward here. I think they'll be in second right now until they see sort of what happens next with Friendship.
All right. Abilene is the next opponent. That's going to be next Tuesday, 5 o'clock. Abilene sitting at the end of the district race right now, but you never know. They got to take care of business. So next week it's going to be Abilene. And thanks to the Central player who just complimented me on my jacket. That was Dylan Marburger. Thank you so much. I had to wear some soccer gear tonight to make it cool. Let's thank everybody who was a part of this one. First of all, our presenting sponsor, First Community Federal Credit Union, presented the broadcast tonight, and we really appreciate them. Our halftime sponsor as well, Mathis Law Firm. Also, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, and we usually say that sounds really good right now. Well, it sounds good
Never
anytime.
fails.
Mathis Law Firm, Best Tex, and Lana and Tiffany Realtor Team. Couldn't do it without you guys, and we really do appreciate you. And thanks to everybody who watched the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it. I know you Central fans enjoyed the outcome. We're live streaming Central and Lakeview soccer, baseball, and softball twice a week through April. Here's what's coming up Friday. 6 o'clock, our soccer coverage continues. The Lakeview Chiefs take on Lubbock Estacado. 6 o'clock on ConchoSports.com, the Concho Sports Network Roku and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. And if you want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition, all you have to do is install the Roku or Amazon Fire TV app for Concho Sports. Install them now on either device. All you have to do is search Concho Sports. So we invite you to do that and check out the best viewing experience. So it's soccer with the Lakeview Chiefs against Lubbock Estacado, 6 o'clock right here Friday night. We'll hope you'll gather around your screen and watch the broadcast. We'd love to have you. Thanks to Shay Harris for putting it all together and making things happen. And, you know, when something goes wrong, he fixes it so darn fast. I mean, really. Good job, Shay. Thanks to everybody who was a part of this one. JD, it's always a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir. This was a fun one. Nice 3-1 victory for the Central boys, and looking forward to Lakeview later on this week.
You bet. See you Friday night. 3-1. The Bobcats defeat Midland Lee, and that's going to wrap it up from the San Angelo Sports Complex. For everybody that was a part of this one, I'm Darren Prater. Good night, everybody.